Good morning. Welcome to Friday. Yay! What a crazy week. Never has a Friday been more welcome. A lot of turbulence again, lots of progress around the economy as we all start to get reopened, or certainly some of us never closed. Some of us have restarted in the last week or so. And some of us, especially if you're in retail or hospitality, will be planning to reopen in the next week or so, which has got to be good news for the economy, all right? So, welcome to the Better Business Workshop. Today's topic is as we continue this theme of the mechanics of business, we're going to talk today about something that should be the top of all of your lists as you reopen, which is around sales and marketing and whether you'd treat that as a cost or an investment. And that's an interesting topic. So, I've got with me my colleague. Let's see if we can get him on here. Where is he? Hello, Mark. Good morning, Mark. How are you doing?
It's Friday.
Yay! Great news.
Actually, I have no idea. Still no idea what day it is, Mark. My phone is telling me it's Friday, so I'm really pleased about that. I think it's right.
All right. So, Mark, for lots of folks coming back, restarting their businesses, and something that's got to be top of their mind right now is generating leads, and so getting their marketing ramped up, and then getting them closed. So, doing their sales, right? So. Accountants would tell us, if we kind of go across to these slides, accountants would have us believe, right, that sales and marketing is an expense. What's your thought?
Well, sadly, Mark, my thought is they're right for a lot of businesses. A lot of businesses put a lot of money into sales and marketing, don't get results, and then build up this myth that, well, I've got to put something into sales and marketing because that's what you're supposed to do. They're not rigorously testing any results and therefore get resentful over time about the cost, quite rightly. And unfortunately, Mark, for a lot of businesses, sales and marketing is an expense. And the reason it is an expense is because it's not applied in an intelligent, focused way.
Yep.
And that's really what we're going to get onto. And I think if you just flick onto the first slide there, I think
You've not got the slides up on the screen.
No,
Apologies, Mark. I'm looking
absolutely
it up
not.
on my screen.
So
Sorry, let's get some slides here. I'm looking at them up on my big monitor in front of me, and they're not on the screen on the social media. There we go. How's that?
that's fine, and it doesn't say much other than what I've said, which is brilliant. Because, so on a Friday, that's nice and clear. Sales and marketing is an expense for some people, and my point is that what we have to do is be smart enough to turn it into an investment. We have to be smart enough to start to get returns on it. Otherwise, I would absolutely agree. Don't spend money on sales and marketing if you're throwing it away. So the question is, well, it's critical to have good sales and marketing. So how do we do that? That's the first question. And then there's 2 or 3 tips that we can offer as we go on to the next slide to turn it from an expense into an investment that's giving some payback.
So it would be considered by people as an expense, Mark, if they're not getting something more back than what they're spending, right?
Absolutely.
So if you get a salesperson and you pay them £50,000 a year, if they're not bringing in more than £50,000 a year, then absolutely it's an expense, it's a cost.
Yep.
Same for marketing. If you go and place an ad or you do some activity, sponsor something or whatever it may be, and you're not tracking what the return is on that spend, and you're not sure that you're getting more than what you've spent back, then absolutely that's an expense, right?
Yeah.
So, but we want business owners to think of their sales and marketing as an investment, right? Because they're building a long-term, or in our opinion, they're building a long-term asset, right? So an entrepreneur's perspective would be that sales and marketing is an investment.
And absolutely right. And what do you do when you're making an investment financially? I hope you talk to the right people and say, what investment should I make? And it's very foolish just to throw money at the stock market, for example. That becomes a cost instead of an investment. Sales and marketing is the same, must be done intelligently. Think of it as an investment with money that you want back, and then think, well, how am I going to get this money back? Now, there's ways to do this. The first way is talk to other people about what options might be available for your sales and marketing strategies. Talk to friends, talk to customers, talk to marketing agencies, look on social media, but don't jump into the, oh my gosh, I've got to do stuff on Facebook. Oh my gosh, I've got to start emailing people without thinking through what you expect to happen. So the first tip is talk to people.
Yeah.
This talk to skilled people. The second thing is experiment at low cost. Don't throw everything into a presumed marketing arrangement,
Yeah.
but design several strategies with the help of talking to people. Could just be friends, or it could be a marketing agency, and design experiments. So these are low cost experiments that give you tested results. You will find that most of your experiments don't work, but one or two do, and that's where you then start focusing.
Absolutely. And the thing with marketing is it's trial and error, right?
Absolutely.
So if we I like to kind of talk about when we consider marketing as an investment, if there was a kind of a proverbial cash machine, and every time you went to that cash machine and you put 20 quid in, you got 100 quid back. How many 20 quids would you put into the cash machine? As many as you've got, right? And marketing should be exactly the same. We should be thinking of marketing as a numbers game, and it's just about buying customers. That's what marketing is. So we are investing to buy customers, right? And then building on what you said, Mark. So if we kind of and therefore that makes it an investment, and we are buying customers that we expect to get a higher return back from than what we spent on the marketing in the first place. The next thing on top of that is that we don't just want to have one marketing strategy. We want to have multiple. In fact, with Action Coach, would suggest that you have up to 10. So we have a rule of 10 by 10. So that's 10 marketing strategies, each producing 10% of your leads. And guess what? With Action Coach, we've got 83 marketing strategies that we can recommend to you, or lead generating strategies, right? So, so why have 10? Try 10 different things and experiment, but keep score. You need to keep score, right? So understand, have 10 different strategies. One might be Facebook, one might be LinkedIn, whatever it may be. Go and have 10 strategies. Keep track of how much you're spending on each one. Make sure you get some working. Some will work, some won't. Understand the ones that work and keep them, and then change the ones that aren't working and refine them.
Yeah, and it's hard work to keep experimenting, but once you've nailed it down into a formula that is working for you, then you're into just straight payback. You're just buying customers from that point, which is perfect.
Absolutely.
I was talking to somebody yesterday, and had 80-something email addresses, and the conversation went, well, I don't know what to do with them. So this was a no-cost experiment. I said, okay. It's interesting because the person was quite reluctant to try it because they've never done it. But I said, okay, mail them all and say, what I'd like you to do for me, you've used me before, is if you refer somebody to me and they buy from me, I'll buy you a meal out. In October, I'll give you a voucher and you can go out for a meal. And looked at me a little bit quizzically. Said, can you do that? I said, absolutely, you can do that.
Yeah,
You're
absolutely.
engaging with these 85.
Yeah.
You're not buying a meal out unless you've actually got the money back from the new contract. Then give it a go as an experiment. So I'm awaiting with bated breath for the courage for him to do that, because sales marketing experiments don't have to be pricey.
Yeah. The cheapest of all of them is to have a referral strategy.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
If you know what it costs to buy a customer, if you know your cost of acquisition, why wouldn't you spend that on a referral? Why don't you ask all of your existing clients to refer their friends, family, business associates to you and give them the cost of acquiring that client? Why wouldn't you do that? You'd have done it anyway. You'd have done it anyway on marketing, right? So, consider that a marketing cost. Definitely one of the 10 strategies anybody should have right now is a referral strategy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the final thing on this, every entrepreneur should be an investor. And this is the hard switch from our technical expertise, gets the business going, to turning to an investor mentality. And sales and marketing is the investment area for an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
And it takes time to learn how to do it. But if you focus on doing it, you will get it right.
Brilliant, Mark. That's really great. Thank you. Folks, if you want to come and find out more about that stuff, there's a ton more support and help around that. So come and join us. Go and look for the Better Business Workshop. There's a Facebook group, there's a LinkedIn group, and there's also a YouTube channel as well, where there's a ton of content around all of this stuff. By the way, please remember to like and share and follow us and help us get this stuff out. Come and join us in the Facebook group. There's loads of stuff over there. If you want to come and talk about your 10 marketing strategies and which ones are the best ones that are going to work for you, then jump on a call with us. You can reserve a place go to calendly.com/action coach Milton Keynes, entirely complimentary, and come and book yourself a 15 or a 30-minute slot. And we'd be very happy to talk to you about what some winning strategies might look like for you. And on top of all of that, you can also go and find out about other stuff that we're up to, all of our events, our webinars, and all of that over on our website. So go and have a look at miltonkeynes.actioncoach.co.uk, and there's a ton of great stuff over there as well. We'll be back here on Monday for the next part, or the last part, I think, actually, in this part of the series, which is around the mechanics of business. Mark, wishing you an absolutely fantastic weekend.
And do you mind, is Monday a bank holiday?
No, not this time.
Not this time. Okay, fine.
We've had a few of those lately. No, but certainly not this time, Mark.
Okay,
but
see you Monday.
Wishing you a great weekend and see you Monday. See you, folks. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.